So, if you haven't heard, there's been some serious drama between influencers Danisha Carter and Khalil. This situation has everything: alleged deception, fake pregnancies, and a peek behind the curtains of polished influencer facade. So, grab your snacks because we're getting into it. Now, a quick disclaimer: while we're discussing allegations and reports from various sources, everything should be taken with a grain of salt until all parties have shared their side. But based on what's circulating, here's the breakdown. Danisha Carter allegedly fabricated a pregnancy to reconnect with Khalil after a casual hookup. According to Khalil's TikTok series, after their initial encounter, Danisha claimed she was pregnant to prompt another meeting.
Me and Danisha hooked up on the night of January 9th. In the days following that, being a true Angelino, I was volunteering with fire relief efforts. Because I was volunteering, I was not texting back quick enough for Danisha's liking, which led to her being very rude to me through text message. Pause to read. In response to that, I just explained that I was busy, but she kept berating me, so I just left her on read and stopped responding. She messaged me 2 or 3 days later apologizing for what she said, and I still didn't respond. A week or two later, Danisha messaged me saying that we need to talk. We spent over 30 minutes on the phone in which Danisha refused to disclose what we needed to talk about, and she said that we could only talk about it in person. Remember that for later. I expressed to her since she was rude, I did not feel comfortable coming over to her house, especially because she was saying I needed to come over at around 9, 10, 11 p.m. I told her we could meet at a cafe and talk about it. She refused, so we ended up getting off the phone. Later that day, she messages me saying that I need to send her my address so her attorney could send over paperwork. Remember that for later. Obviously, in response to that, I tell her that we can hop on the phone. Again, we talk for about 30 minutes in which she refuses to disclose what she wants to talk about. And at the end, she tells me that she's pregnant. At that point, I realized that maybe we do need to talk in person. Because our schedules weren't matching up, we ended up just hopping on FaceTime. On that FaceTime, we talked about a lot of things, including her father working in finance and her mother being an Egyptian national who works in counterterrorism programs in America. Mind you, I don't even know if that's true. And by the end of this, you'll realize that it's really hard to believe anything she says. We spoke about what the plan was moving forward because frankly, I don't want to have a child with anyone right now, especially not her. Mind you, all the times that we've spoken so far, she's made an attempt to try to get me to come over to her house to talk about it in person. Conclusion of that phone call, she said that she needs more time to think about it, and honestly, that's fair. 2 or 3 days later, she messages me saying, actually, I'll have my attorney contact you, please send me your address. At that point, I'm like, hey, have your attorney contact me because you're being very fucking weird. Now, this is where shit gets juicy. I'm actually making this into a part 2, but I'm gonna post it right the fuck now.
This information reportedly came to light through an ex-friend of Danisha who shared details of the deception.
Part 2 of how Danisha Carter has been harassing me for over a month and a half. You need to get caught up. The first video was posted right before this. Pretty much Danisha crossed her friend, leading to him outing their entire text message thread. And if you want all the receipts to read yourself, I will link them in a Google Drive in the comment. These messages are in response to her telling me to come over to her house and me saying that I don't feel comfortable doing so. Her friend said maybe he can't afford an Uber, and you can read the rest. This is where shit gets juicy. Why would Danisha message her friend, but it's very on brand for the WAG trying to trap an athlete, quote unquote, suddenly pregnant, pissed athlete wants proof, I had a miscarriage. And her friend tells her to practice her pregnancy game. Pause to read the rest. First few messages are a bit unimportant, but it's pretty much Danisha and her employer slash friend who outed her talking about travel accommodations. But then if you look right here, I don't know how to play this now that I'm not saying I'm pregnant, laugh my ass off. Or screenshots. Do I actually tell him I'm pregnant or do I make the reveal that I just want to fuck him? And her friend tells her that, hey, the reveal is good, but don't overplay your hand. Danisha then says, so don't say I'm pregnant, and her friend says to save it. Then she says, okay, he won't hate me for lying to him just to fuck him? And then her friend responds, he's a man, Danisha. Then says, I'm also a man who hates her and a man who has a mother. She says, laugh my fucking ass off. I mean, if some girl is yapping about being pregnant, wouldn't he tell her? Then I'm attacked from all sides, the Compton commie. Let's just overlook the racial undertones of calling me some kind of Compton commie. The whole time I'm not even from fucking Compton, bro. Her friend says, no one tells their main bitch that their side bitch is pregnant. It's like you never listened to confessions. Mind you, there was no main, and Danisha could not be a side if her name was Onion Rings. Her friend tells her that by lying to me about being pregnant, I will come over and the emotions will be high, the intimacy will be high, we'll lock eyes, and then the end. And then she says, what, do I appear worried or scared? Nervous? He says yes. She says, then I tell him that I went to the doctor and got a blood test for my thyroid and I'm pregnant. And if he doesn't believe it, we pulled out. Sorry, this is so many details. And she's fucking right. This is so many details. I'd rather not have to share this shit. But you keep fucking harassing me, so here you go.
If these allegations hold true, this behavior is deeply concerning. Fabricating such a serious matter to manipulate someone's emotions and actions crosses significant ethical boundaries. It raises questions about the length individuals might go to maintain personal connections or control narratives, especially within the influencer sphere. Danisha accused Khalil of cheating on his girlfriend during their interaction, but Khalil provided evidence to refute this claim. In his TikTok series, Khalil presented timestamps and messages indicating he was single during their hookup, countering Danisha's accusation.
This is the last thing I'm going to address regarding this entire situation. I never cheated on my girlfriend. I don't even have a girlfriend. I met a girl a week after me and Danisha hooked up and we started hanging out. The girl did my nails and posted them on her story. I shared it. Danisha was stalking me and saw that and then assumed that I had a girlfriend. So everyone calling me a cheater, go fuck yourself. Here's the screenshot showing our first date. The girl who I had met and hung out with, we met on January 16th for the first time in real life. These messages from the day I met Danisha are from January 10th. I was saying I would avoid this if I didn't cheat. Whole time, I never cheated.
This scenario highlights the importance of evidence in this age because accusations can severely damage reputations, relationships, but the ability to present concrete proof can protect individuals from false claims. It also underscores the potential for misinformation to spread and basically ruin people's careers on social media platforms.
This was another woman that was exposed for doing this, I swear Danisha will come online and do this. Ladies, crashing out about a man who doesn't want to have sex with you and you pretend that you're pregnant is desperate. I'm sorry. I know that's rude. But I did that because a lot of the dating content that Danisha reacts to or makes videos about, it comes across like that. It comes across as like, don't embarrass yourself. Don't do things for men that will make you look like you're desperate for their attention. Meanwhile, she's doing this behind closed doors. I'm not trying to shame her or anything because I feel like with men, and especially if you get into relationships with people or you maybe sleep with someone, sometimes you do crazy things. That has not happened to me yet, but I know deep in my heart that I know that I have craziness within me, but I don't want to reveal that. That's why I don't date. I'm not saying I don't believe the situation. It's just crazy because like Danisha has like, I don't know, 1 million followers and her videos get like hundreds of thousands of views and likes. And the fact that Khalil said that she doesn't have her own money or her TikTok isn't monetized, I don't know if like, that's crazy. All of this is to say is that you don't know anyone online. Like those creators that you have parasocial relationships with or who you think are, could be your friend or you think you could be like besties in real life, just take a step back because we really know nothing. You know nothing about me. I know nothing about, for example, Drew. I love Drew. But like, see, even me saying that, I don't know her. I don't know anyone I see through the screen. I'm just really curious how this will all
This
play out.
incident sheds light on the disparity between an influencer's online persona and their real-life actions. Danisha Carter is known for her polished and educated image on TikTok. The allegations of deceptive behavior starkly contrast with the persona she presents to her audience. This discrepancy prompts a broader discussion about authenticity in influencer culture. The flawless image that people have make it hard for their audiences to believe that they could engage in unethical behavior behind the scenes. It serves as a reminder to audiences that social media often showcases a curated version of reality and not everything is as it seems. Danisha's alleged extreme measures may stem from an inability to handle rejection, possibly influenced by societal privileges. The reported actions, fabricating a pregnancy and making unfounded accusations, suggest a struggle with not getting the desired attention or response. Individuals accustomed to positive reinforcement, whether due to societal standards of beauty or online validation, might find rejection challenging. This can lead to drastic actions to regain control or attention. It's a psychological facet worth considering when analyzing such behavior. At the end of the day, this situation serves as a stark reminder. Always approach online personas with a critical mind. The curated content we see doesn't always reflect the complexities of real life. As consumers of content, it is essential to question and think critically about the narratives presented to us. What are your thoughts on this drama? Do you believe the allegations? How do you feel about the authenticity of influencers in general? Drop your comments below and let's discuss. Don't forget to like. Let's hit 50 likes and I'm on the road to 1K. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more. Until next time, stay curious and stay informed.